Hi, Paolo Papa here for Zigwheels Philippines, and today we're checking out the new GWM Cannon. This is a very popular truck in China. It's steadily gaining traction in Australia. So I think it's high time that we find out kung magiging popular din ba siya dito sa atin sa Pilipinas. So straight at the front, it has a very in-your-face grille. So you have the Cannon or GWM Cannon badging here. And for me, it looks like the barrel, the end of a barrel. So parang in theme yung design niya. Also, we've noticed na meron siyang garnish dito. From afar, akala ng director namin para siyang daytime running lights. But yeah, those are garnishes. I think that's something for the modders who would want to install additional illumination for the vehicle. Now going on to the side. Okay, so for me, I like the all-black trims. I'm usually not a fan of two-tone wheels, so I really like its design. Also, I've noticed na masyadong chunky yung claddings niya dito sa wheel arches. I don't know, what do you guys think? Mas gusto niyo ba yung mas manipis? Or maybe you prefer yung talagang body tone siya, which is something that you can find on the lowest or the base variant of the GWM Cannon. Moving on, meron siyang chunky din. I think it matches the wheel arches. Meron siyang chunky step boards. And that matches well with the black side mirrors na meron na siyang repeaters. Also, there are black door handles, black pillars. It also has a pair of black roof rails, and sobrang macho nung sports bar niya. And here at the back, I really like the tailgate design. So, a continuation of its muscular appeal. And as you can see here, the GWM branding is already slapped at the tailgate, embossed pa siya. Ganun naka-confident ang GWM about their name, diba? And that's fine, it's retro cool. And GWM told us that the tailgate is hydraulically assisted. At first, medyo na-confused kami on how that works, but I think this is what they meant. Also, in addition, meron siyang retractable step board. They told us that it's rated to up to 100 kilograms. Don't ask me how much I weigh, but yeah, it can carry my weight. Right, so all in well, no? But the thing that I didn't like about the GWM Cannon is its rear bumper. I think sana kung nag-apply sila ng black elements dito to make it all black, I think mas magiging macho yung dating niya. But speaking of macho, if you can see these emblems, so 4x4 siya, we'll talk about that in a few. And the engine size is now 2.4. And in this era, where most vehicle, when they change engines, that it's usually the displacement goes down. But with the GWM Cannon, from 2 liters, naging 2.4 siya. So for those people who think na medyo underpowered or stressed out yung 2-liter diesel engines, I think this is the vehicle for you. Okay, so right now we're inside the new GWM Cannon, and I just want to point out some of the notable features na meron siya, okay? So it has a leather-wrapped steering wheel, and past that is a 7-inch digital instrument cluster. So from a distance, you would think na magkasukat lang sila ng infotainment system niya, which the latter is measures 12.3 inches. But it looks big because of the bezels, but the actual screen would only be just this monitor. Going back to the infotainment system, underneath that are controls for the single zone automatic air conditioning system. And speaking of the infotainment system, it has wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto para ma-maximize mo yung wireless charger niya. And that's nice kasi hindi na kailangan mag-sacrifice ng Android users for certain China models like this one. Now, on the center console, below the electronic shifter, meron siyang rotary knob to select the different modes. So, meron siyang comfort, sports, and eco. Tapos, on the other side, as you can see, the only button that you have is for the 4L. So, nasa na yung 4x4 mode mo, diba? We'll get to that later. And on the other side, stacked neatly, makikita mo merong 12V1, 12V2, and 12V3. These are provisions for possible modifications that you would want to add on your vehicle, like for overlanding, overlanding equipment, kagaya nga ng sinabi namin kanina, maybe DRLs at the front. So these buttons, that means meron na siyang harnesses for whatever modifications that you would want at the front, at the side of the car, and on the rear. So meron na siyang nakaabang na harnesses, so you don't have to pull out the wires, which in turn makes it a more safer car for modifications. And while we're talking about safety, the new GWM Cannon already has a full ADAS system. So meron na siyang lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control na kaya mag-follow in low speeds, and automatic emergency braking. It also has a 540-degree camera that not only shows the surroundings but also what's underneath the car. And that technology is parang medyo nagiging uso na on more and more vehicles ngayon. Alright, so quick check the backside of the new GWM Cannon. But before that, I kind of noticed na medyo short yung bed niya. And I think this is where the space went. Because as you can see, generous yung amount ng leg room and knee room namin. And even our director, who's 6 foot tall, usually finds challenging kapag sa second row ng pickup trucks. He sits comfortably dito sa new GWM Cannon. And aside from that, I think partly the comfort also is provided by the slightly reclined seats. On top of that, you get pull-down center armrest. Comfort is also improved kasi meron kang dalawang aircon vents and additional ports for charging your devices. And GWM Philippines has prepared a teaser for us, so let's go. So right now we are at R33 Drift Track, and we're gonna test out the new GWM Cannon and put it through its paces. Most drivers should experience two things when driving their car or getting to know their car better. One is finding out how fast you can go driving your car and how hard you can brake, and that's what we're gonna do right now. We're going to hit the throttle, and then when we get to those two blue cones, we're going to do a hard brake, right? I don't know, driving a pickup truck fast doesn't feel right now.
It's not right.
Okay, so right now our instructor is gonna show us to do the brake and maneuver exercise for us to really have a grasp on the ABS feature of the new GWM Cannon. So we're trying it right now. All right.
So even though the brake's locked up, you still have control and able to swerve and maneuver.
And that's how you know that it works, right? So earlier we did a few driving exercises with the new GWM Cannon. Things that you should feel in a new car or in the car that you drive. And my thoughts about the 2.4 turbocharged diesel engine, I think it's adequate, right? So enough naman siya, it gives you enough boost, enough power. After all, hindi naman nila kine-claim na class-leading numbers. It's not bi-turbo, so it's pretty decent. And also, you have to consider that all GWM Cannons are 4x4, kahit na yung base model. So they dropped the 4x2 variant. And with that in mind, you will always be carrying additional weight and the additional complexity of a 4x4 drivetrain. What's interesting is that 4x4 is always on, okay? So if you could remember, sinasabi ng tito nyo and daddy nyo na never to use 4x4, always stick to 2H when driving in the expressways or when driving fast. Now, with the technology that the GWM Cannon uses, it's autonomous and intelligent enough to tell whether if you're driving fast or you're doing high-speed shenanigans. So, hindi na siya sasabog. But, I don't know, only time will tell if this technology will work. Diba? So, maybe in the next 5 years, if this really works, baka mamaya hindi na natin kailangan ng manually operated na 4x4 drivetrain. So ngayon, hot topic ang pickup truck pricing. So magkano nga ba ang base variant ng GWM Cannon? That's equipped with a 2.4 turbocharged diesel engine 4x4 in a 9-speed automatic. That will set you back 1.348 million pesos. As for the range-topping variant, same siya, equipped with a 2.4-liter turbocharged diesel engine, 9-speed automatic, and 4x4. That's gonna cost you 1.498 million pesos. So what do you think? Meron nga na bang bagong option for a new pickup truck? Let us know in the comment section below. Again, this is Paolo for Zigwheels Philippines. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until the next time.